Hello, my name is Cingeto, and you're watching PolyOlogy. This is the Proto-Indo-European creation myth. Proto-Indo-European refers to a group of people that lived in the late Neolithic and were the ancestors of many European, Middle Eastern, and Vedic languages and culture. It holds the common philosophy and threads of thought and tales that make up the other religions that spring from it. This creation myth contains many common elements found in Proto-Indo-European descended religions. The story and explanation in this video is all from Cheshire Sareth's book, Deep Ancestors, in the third chapter named Beginnings. The link will be in the description below. This is the story of how the cosmos came to be. Everything was water. Everything was chaos. Did it seethe? Was it still? What was it formed of? Where could it be said to be? To speak of it in truth would to arrange it in well-ordered words. But chaos is not ordered at all. That is its nature. Our not knowing does not matter. Chaos is what it is, beyond understanding. All we need to know is that chaos was there. The great ocean, and there was no cosmos. Yet if chaos was truly chaos, it must have had it in portions in order. That chaos without them would be a limited one, and to limit is to order. Between this hidden order and the chaos around it, there was a borderline, a division between the great sea and the nothing from which the cosmos would be formed. From this order, into nothing, the land rose out of the water, a small clod floating on the surface of the ocean. Lying there, it grew, expanding more and more. Still there was chaos. There was land and there was water, to be sure, but each was still chaos. As the land expanded, and lying there on the surface of the water, the great serpent of the deep awoke. The eyes in his three heads opened. Those eyes of terror, opening into the rolling chaos within. Lord of waters, he drew from the land its waters and locked them fast in his deep-set lair. He did not know of true taking, of true giving. He thought he could take without giving. He thought he could hoard with closed hands. So he imprisoned the waters of the expanding land, wrapping his coils tightly around the land. The waters below plaintively, and the land dried and it stopped its growth. Beyond earth and in his land of clouds, the thunderer heard the lowing, and in answering shout he entered the world with his spear of lightning, his flaming Rhuagh, his club set about with countless spikes. He came to the serpent, coiled below the world in its cave of chaos, and struck it hard. 3 times he struck, and with each a head fell. With each the blood of the snake gushed out, mixing with the waters until it lay dead beneath the bolt of the striker. He released the cows, he released the maidens, he released the waters, and the heavens poured forth. They poured forth and made the earth fertile, and the fertile earth grew, but it was still without order, a clod on the waters. At that time there were Yemos and Manes, twins. Yemos took the kingship of the gods and spirits, and he became troubled and took counsel with Manes, saying, "Under my rule there is no balance. The worlds are cursed with nothing bad. Within my kingdom nothing is ill. Everything flourishes and there is no ending. Balance is not complete in this land of mine. Now there is only life. To balance it, there must be an ending of life. Manus spread his hands and said, "Your counsel's well spoken. Ending must come that beginning might be." Iemmo spoke quickly before Manus could. "I am king, and it is my privilege to offer myself for the sake of the world." Manus took up the knife. Manus knew the words to say. Manus knew the deeds to do. Manus seized Iemmos. He struck him hard. Manus took up the knife and said the words of the sacrifice. He divided the body, and from it made the world. From the skull he made the sky, from the brain the clouds, and from the eyes the celestial lights. From the hair the plants, from the flesh the soil, from the bones the rocks, from the blood the rivers and streams. The cosmos was ordered, the exarchus was established, and when the world was made, Manus lived in it, ruling as king and priest of it. But the soul of Iemmos took the final journey to the land of the far side of the river of memory, the flowery plains surrounded by high walls of earth. There he now sits and rules as king. When Manus had lived many years, he died and took the journey that Iemmos had marked out, across the river to the land of his brother. There they both dwell. This is the story of Manus, first priest, and Iemmos, first king and lord of the dead, and how the world came to be ordered through their actions. Those who know the way come to the land of the dead in proper time, and are greeted there by Iemmos, first to die. In this creation account, there are three common motifs found in many Proto-Indo-European descended cultures. The first is the earth diver motif, the second, the dragon-slaying myth, and the third, the ordering sacrifice. Diver motif, the land is brought up from the depths, and an example of this can be found in Hinduism, where Vishnu, in the form of a boar, brings up a clod on his tusk from the depths. In the dragon slayer myth, a serpentine beast is killed. The story is often told during New Year festivities. Two examples of this would be the Greek python and the tales of Rhuagh and other Irish heroes such as Finn that kill a monster on Samhain with an aspect of 3 to it, thus recreating the world. In the ordering sacrifice, order and thus the world is brought about through death and dismemberment of a body. A well-known example of this is where Ymir is killed by Odin and the world is formed from the corpse. These aspects of the story show us a foundational aspect of Proto-Indo-European religion, the importance of death and the balance it gives to the world. We have 2 brothers, twins. One enters and becomes death, so the other can enter into life, true life. Death brings opposition, and without opposition there can be no true good. Death, that is in ritual and in sacrifice, gives humanity the ability to approach the gods. Death is sacred and brings renewing energy to the world. Thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe, like, and comment.